This is a frustration video. It's a story time. Yeah, okay. I went on the internet and I searched, am I the only one going through this? And I saw a lot of people talking about it, and I was like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know this is what was happening now. How did I not know? Would it have stopped me? I don't know. I don't think so. But now that I practically like experienced it, I think I'm not gonna do it again. It's an expensive way to shop, and I'm good. I'm good. Okay, let me take you back. This is what happened. On the 18th of this month, I went to a workshop of which the few days before I got a letter. So I sent a letter by my principal saying I need to that said that I need to go to a workshop where my name was on there. So it was like not a teacher workshop, but like specific people were picked like by name. So it's for newly appointed teachers. I went to the workshop, and when I got there, after the workshop, I think for the first time, I don't know if it's a coincidence that that particular workshop happened and I felt this way. I think for the first time I felt like I'm a teacher. I say it, but I never felt it. And I think after the workshop, it was the first time that I felt like I'm a teacher, like I'm part of a bigger organization, if I may say it so. I've always felt like I'm an individual. That's my character, firstly. But I've always felt like this world I was never a part of. I never wanted to be a teacher. It was never part of any dream of mine. As I've said this before, my mother insisted and convinced me, she had two options and that was it. And I then, by some miracle, I became permanently employed one day. And it wasn't just a miracle, it was hard work. It was relentless. It was pushing. It was searching. It was, yo, depression, heartache, and I got to here. So on the 18th of November, it was the first time I felt a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of I'm a teacher. And that particular day, I came home and I for the first time in a very long time, I went to the mall. I went to the mall. I shopped. I think I looked at the shops. I wasn't just window shopping like the old me. I was in window shopping with someone who has a salary. This is the first time it ever happened, and that was is both a blessing and a curse. It's like bad at the same time because my headache is still, oh, because I went to Jet, I bought underwear, and for the first time I'm wearing a bra that fits me in a long time. You remember I've been gaining weight, so my breasts have been participating in the weight gain, and they have been just, I would buy bras and be like, oh, it fits, and then 5 or 6 days later it's no longer the right size. So for the first time I bought a biggest size I could find there. I wanted bigger than this, but they didn't have it. They usually have it and I've seen it before, but they just didn't have it this time. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this bigger size, and it's okay. I mean, next time I won't buy this size, but it's fine. So my breasts have been participating. As you can see, it's much better, but it's still not the right size. I know it's not the right size, I just couldn't find the right size. I then spent 1,000 rand. Bras are not cheap. That's the thing. Bras are not cheap, especially if you're buying ones that have that range to like big sizes. Okay, so I spent about 1,000 rand there, and then I went to Truitt's. I was looking for a specific dress, but I didn't find it. I ended up buying two skirts, which were 1,000 bucks. Now, someone else is going to say, why didn't you go to a much cheaper shops? I've been shopping in cheap shops, guys, my entire life. Like, I've been a Mr. Price person. I've been a pet person. I have been shopping in the no-name shops. I've been shopping secondhand. I've never been picky, right? I've never been picky. So this was just about me enjoying the moment and that feeling I was having. and I spent 2,000 rand on that day. I also went and bought like veggies because I was like, oh my god, I want to start trying this lifestyle that I want next year, where I am eating better and doing better, putting something better inside me, wearing something better, so I went to the shop and I bought like veggies. The veggies I've never bought green beans. I did cook them, but I will keep cooking them. I just feel like I don't like the taste. But we'll see. I'll get acquainted to the taste. I also don't think they cooked well, but then I followed the instructions. So I think I bought about 400 rand with that, but it wasn't just that, I bought juice and all this other stuff as well that I didn't have, that I'm used to. And then I came home. While I was in my bed, I then just grabbed my phone. I went on the internet. I started looking at shops. I went to cheaper streetwear. There's this two-piece tracksuit that I thought I've been looking at, and I'm like, I like it. I thought I was gonna buy it. Then I saw a jacket, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy the biker jacket. I think it was 1.8 without the delivery. Big up to Cheaper, by the way. Their service is amazing. I haven't received the jacket based on their response, because I don't know if maybe my email address was not entered correctly, but they contacted me and asked me and told me that they've received my they spoke to me and told me that my jacket is going to production, and then I received an email telling me that my jacket is going to go into production. So big up to them. They also informed me that they got the payment, everything. Big up to Cheaper Streetwear. I can't wait. I'll let you know how the jacket is, but let me tell you the story. So I went to Cheaper. I went to Truworths. I bought the dress that I wanted. Also, I've come to learn that I'm a size 36 now. I thought, since I'm very, very big from the size that I was, because I used to be a size 28, I was like, okay, maybe I'm a 34, but no, I'm at 36. Anyway, I what else did I do? Well, then I went to Next. That's when I made the biggest mistake of my life. I went to Next. There are these clothes that I've been seeing, and then I saw that it was gone. It was finished. It was out of stock. But then there was the second one that I thought I would also buy it maybe. So I bought that one, and then I bought some other things that I loved. These things that I loved, I always saw the skirt. I could have got it in from Superbalist, but whenever I tried to look for it at Superbalist, they would have the wrong size. Or they would not have the jacket. They would have a jacket in another size, and they would not have the sizes that I'm looking for at the same time. So I was like, okay. And then they had everything 3-piece at the same sizes, so I immediately bought it. I was like, I've never seen this. Even when I'm at Truworths, I've been to Truworths before with other people, I'm just going with them, and I would look at these 2 pieces that I like, and they would never be there. They would never have my size at the same time, like both pieces, which was very odd for me. So I was like, I bought it immediately. I didn't think, guys. I don't know which ones I bought at night and which ones I bought in the morning. The whole day is just bundled in each other. Okay, it's just like, I don't know. I ended up spending about 12,000 rand in total. Wait, let me tell you, I wasn't done. So I bought 4 pieces from Next. Then I forgot about it. Then I moved on. I went to work. 2 days go by, and then I get an email, and it says I open it and it says Skynet, and I'm like, oh, delivery company. Probably has to be a delivery company. And then it says customs. It's an invoice. It says customs 2,000 rand, and it says I must pay customs 2,000 rand, VAT 1,000 rand, service fee 200 rand, and I'm like, this isn't happening to me. This costs almost the same as the clothes together, and I was like, shit, no, this is not happening. And it was happening. So I made a decision right there and there that I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to overthink about it. I'm just going to pay. So I paid, and then I sent them my receipts. So of course, 2 days later, I got a message that says my from Next that says my items are now in transit, so they're on their way here. Yes, it was too much. It was too much. So I ended up spending about 12,000 rand in total within 4 days, and of the same thing, 9,000 rand on within 24 hours, and then because of that 24 hours, I ended up spending another 30,000 rand, 30,400. It was like, no, I wanted to scream, but I kept it together. I was like, let me pay this, get this clothes, cross my fingers that they fit. Imagine if they come here and I spent like 7,000 rand on this thing and they don't fit. Just imagine. Just imagine. Anyway, I don't regret buying the clothes. By the way, if you want to know, I don't regret buying the clothes, but I think I could have just calmed down and said, let me take more time and look for them on the online websites that are already bringing things here in South Africa, because that would have been cheaper. So next time, let's do that. Okay, I don't know if I don't want to lie though. I might have another impulse again. I might have another impulse. I don't know. I am just like looking forward to receiving my jacket from Cheaper Streetwear. That is going to be amazing. I'm not even someone, I don't like buying online because I don't like buying clothes that I didn't fit. I hate the disappointment of putting something on after you buy it and it doesn't fit. I hate that disappointment, but I'm like, it's fine, whatever. Size 36 will just stick to that. If it doesn't fit, then it's like, okay, then loss, write it off, as gone, stolen, or whatever, gambled it, whatever, and move on with my life. So that is my story with customs. Me and customs are never gonna meet again. I don't even have a passport. Why am I dealing with international companies? Okay, like, no. From now on, I am an advent buyer of South African goods. Besides, if I'm willing to pay that much for a dress from another company, why I should just buy from local companies that are producing. Actually, I do have a product that is produced here which costs a lot of money because it was produced here, and that is my 20-something-year-old fulfillment bag. When I was 20-something, I saw this bag and I was like, when I'm working, I'm gonna buy myself this bag. It's 30,000 rand. It's handmade. It's made of genuine leather, and of course, now you know what kind of a person I am. I don't save because I'm cheap. This bag was 3,200 rand. I don't save because I'm cheap, guys. I save because I don't want to be broke. So that bag was to set the standard of the future me. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, that customs thing. I was just thinking I could have gotten into Mr. Price, shopped till I dropped with that 3,000, okay? That 3,000, I could have shopped till I dropped with Mr. Price and not have to spend the 4,000 on other clothes from overseas anyway. Next time, I'm just going to go to Foschini and go find the clothes there. No, let me buy at YDE. Nah, no more. No. When I called, I was trying to send the receipt, but it wasn't going through the customs thingy email. And I called them, and this other lady that picked up, I told her, she was like, is your parcel from Shein? And I was like, no. Same thing though, but like, no. I was a bit annoyed by that question, by the way. Anyway. Yeah, that's my story. Not that interesting, but still very frustrating for me. Bye. Don't forget to save your money, guys. Don't forget to save, and then you can shop wherever you like. Well, still fitting within what you have.